computer. Okay, hello, my darlings. You are so very, very welcome to, what is this? What is this? Ask me anything, ask your angels, coaching and cards for spiritual business owners. I did a angel circle session this morning, so I'm a bit, I don't know where I am. And I'm promoting Power, Spiritual Business Mastermind, that's coming up. So I'm a bit, I have to figure out what place I'm in. So delighted to be here. So this is unusual. I usually do these as a live stream in the Facebook group, so it's quite rapid. I'm usually a few hundred people engaging on the call, and I'm giving angel card messages. So this is an unusual turn of events, and for us to be in a small space like this, and I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm interested how I can support you. If it works, if it's something that feels good, I might continue doing this instead of relying on Facebook. Maybe I'll just stick to Zoom and do these maybe once a month or something, a free call. So we'll see. I'm testing it. We'll see how it goes. Big reminder before I start that two things. This Friday in Dublin, Liffey Valley, Dublin, if anyone knows it, I'm flying in from Italy. So I'll be in Dublin, literally arriving, and we'll be heading for breakfast with anyone that wants to join. Free. All you have to do is buy your own breakfast, whether that's pancakes or croissant or whatever it is, or full Irish, I don't know. Haven't figured out the venue yet because a lot of places are closed until 12, and there's one place and we only have it until 10. So I'm figuring out where the venue is. So, but if you do want to go, send me a PM, direct PM on Facebook Messenger, and I'll give you the location as soon as I've picked it tomorrow. So that's it, and it's between 9 and 11. So I'm really looking forward to that. Some people I haven't seen in 10 years, and some people I haven't ever met in person. So it'll be really, really exciting. And of course, the big news is Spiritual Business Power Mastermind is opening this month on the 22nd of September. I'm going to pop in at some stage and just show you what's in there. But I do really encourage you, if you're a spiritual business owner, to pop along to the page. Let me just see if I can put it in the chat. I can put the link in the chat. Oh, the wrong link, sorry. It is, maybe somebody can do that for me. Would somebody do that for me? It's www.aishlingmooney.com/power. If you could pop that in the chat, just somebody, anybody. And this is the beta testing round. So we're going to be building this together. You get all of my courses, everything I've ever created for spiritual business and for, thank you, Chilla, and for life and business, and everything, fucking everything is in there. And these are thousands of euros worth of program. I've sold these programs for thousands of euros over the last 10 years, and I'm putting everything in it, giving you full access, and it's 44 quid a month. So you can cancel whenever you want, you can come whenever you want. It is never ever done anything like this before. It's truly an incredible space, and I encourage you to test it out, to dive in while it's this price. After the 22nd, it goes up to 97 a month and 997 a year. At the moment, 44 a month, or you get even more savings if you do the annual installment of 397. And I just want to explain this, and I think it might be useful for you as a business owner, that every time I create a new program, when I'm testing it, when I'm in the first stages of it, when I'm, it's still an idea, some people like to create stuff and then sell it. I'm a bit like build a plane while you're flying it sort of person. So, and I react and I'm accountable when I'm in front of people. So I learn I'm really good learning as I go. I'm a really good teacher on the spot. So, and doing it this way and offering a massive discount. So this is for you if you want to create something new. If you offer an initial discount, really like amazing value that people just can't ignore and are like, oh my God, this is too good to be true, like an amazing discount. What you have then is some money to build this thing. You know, it's okay saying build a plane while you're flying it, but we need the actual together. We need the workers, we need the systems and the tools and everything else. So doing something like this, a big launch, giving people time to sign up and giving an incredible discount can give you a buffer while you are building something. And so obviously this time next year, it could be a lot more expensive because of all that we'll have put in over the last 2 years, the year and a half. So just as a tip. So I'm here to answer your questions. Let me see, I pulled a quick angel card for us before I came on, just for everybody. And it was Archangel Michael popped out of the deck, and it was speak with honesty and conviction. So yeah, so that's what I'm here about. I'd love to get that back from you. So, you know, a lot of times when people come on calls with me, they're like, tell me what the future holds. And I'm like, whatever the you want. You get to manifest whatever the F you want in your life and your business. So a better question would be, Aishling, what do I need to do in X situation? Or how do I build my business? What's the next step for me in my how to get more clients, or whatever it is. If you can be specific with your questions, you're going to get a clearer answer. So that's the long and short of it. If we were in a session together, we have an hour where I'm able to sit and, you know, we're able to have a conversation, tune into each other's energy, and we have time. But in this situation, we've literally 5-10 minutes each. So we want to be quick, get to the point. And also, if you're here, the juice is here for you. So although you might not get your question answered, that like you might be listening to me answer somebody else's question, you're going to get something in that. I get something out of every single one of these calls. So you are definitely going to get support from everything that is said here today. So just trust that you're here. So if you want to start popping your questions in the chat, Chilla says, I love it. I'm at the 2nd week with Transformative Angels and the Abundant Heart. Woo! Fucking amazing. Amazing. Okay. So Chilla, you have your hand up. If you got a question, love, do you want to go ahead? Or was that a mistake?
Yes, it's easier because it's more a dilemma based on the 1st week of the Abundant Heart.
Love it. Okay.
I work with my name, and yeah, and I have the dilemma because the majority of people cannot pronounce my name. And in England, I use the French version, Estelle. My name means Stella, actually, but somehow Estelle was more romantic, more interesting for me.
Okay.
So, and it was easy. But now I'm in the dilemma, if should I use my real name when I work in English, or should I use Estelle, which means the same thing, but...
Oh, I think you've answered your own question. Should I use my real name? Yes. Should I use my real name? Because that's what you've immediately said is anything else is not real.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's not real. So I want to my name is Aishling, but for everybody in Ireland, that's very easy to phonetically read with that I in. But I was even recently, I was on an interview with somebody and they said, Aishling, Aishling, Aishling. And it's okay. You know, it's okay. I've changed my name a few times. I changed it to Aishlen, Ashlen, when I was in the States, and nobody could pronounce my name. But that says more about me at that time. I was only a young one. and I was very easily molded with the situation and didn't really, you know, now it's Aishling, and whatever way you pronounce it is okay with me, but it's Aishling. And there is enormous power in the birth name,
Mm-hmm.
the way it was pronounced when you were born.
Yeah. Even if from numerology point of view, my birth date and my birth name together don't match.
Oh, what do you mean by that? I don't understand.
No, I had a numerological analysis, and
Okay.
the life path and my purpose doesn't match according to, so the different numbers. It's strange because I didn't really understand how they put the numbers together, but this was the result. It was 43% match.
Okay.
And with Estelle, actually, it's 96.
Okay. Okay. So listen.
But it's not my birth name anyway. So
yeah, it's up to you. Okay.
I can decide that my name is actually derived from the word star. It was created by a Hungarian writer at the end of the 18th century.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just reframe it for myself, I think it doesn't matter what the numerological analysis says.
You know, like and I don't know if anyone else has a view on this, or you want to just add in your thoughts in the comments. But in the Abundant Heart, there's the first module is called the power of your name. And it talks about that when the birth name that you were given has enormous power. It holds within it your blueprint and your life purpose and sacred contract. So it's really, really powerful exercise to spend some time thinking about your name. So this is why we're discussing this, just to put it into context. But I have some cards, but I'm just giving you my thoughts on this, Gilla. Mm-hmm. I stand by that your name, that your birth name that you were given, how it was pronounced, is the most powerful for what you're here to do at this time on this planet, in your time on this planet. But you have free fucking will. So you are free to disregard everything I say. Who cares? And do whatever the F you want. So if you want to change your name to the man formerly known as Prince, go for it. You know what I mean? Like literally do what you want. This is a guideline. I'm only ever a guide. I'm only going to ever give you advice based on my story and my experience. But I don't know. I'm not in your shoes. I'm not in your business.
Yes.
You know, and that goes for every guru and every human design and numerologist and IET and Reiki expert and shaman and everybody out there. Anybody giving you advice, it's for you to take that in.
Yes, or not.
Use your discernment and say, does this work for me or not? And be fair.
Actually, I never felt bad about my name. So can we ask the angels?
Yes. So the two
about my real name.
Okay. Well, I've just picked a card based on the vibration of the question that you've asked.
Okay.
And the actually two cards have come out, and they're both Archangel Raphael. And Raphael is the healing angel. And the first one is your words have the power to heal. And the second one is open yourself to the sound of healing. So I'm just going to look at those. So let me just tune into this. I actually feel like pulling another card as well, just to see. Oh, so strengthen your boundaries. That Kiel. So, you've already written some books, haven't you?
Yes.
Yes. So how many books have you written?
I was a co-author, not on the only author. I think 6.
Okay, okay. So it's time for you, like this your name, when you choose a name, whatever one it is that you want to choose, if it's Chilla and it holds the vibration of star, which is what I would recommend, but as I said, it's up to you, thinking you decide on this. But when you choose that name, there's a lot going to shift for you in your life. It's like when you're wishy-washy on the fence, seesaw. So it's like, get off the fence, choose something, whatever works for you, and don't waste any more time about that decision, because it's taking energy that away from what the hell you're here for. So make a decision, any decision, and then it's full steam ahead. And the other message that's coming through is, with this, there's a shamanic exercise, which is calling back all the parts of yourself.
Yeah.
So the way I do it is I just call back our energy. I'm wondering if we have time to do something like that quickly. Anyway, so it's about calling back in your energy. So I think when you make the decision, that's my name, I'm not going to waste any more time thinking about it.
Yes.
This is it. In business, in life, in relationships, in health, and whatever. This is who I am. You're going to be called to write more books, but in your own name.
So actually, in those books, I used my name because they were in Hungarian.
Yeah.
But I also have 2 journals published on Amazon, and I used my name.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a bigger book there. There's a collaboration is a wonderful way to get started.
Yes.
But after that, we need to be doing our own thing. You know what I mean? Unless you're getting major profits from those books. Are you getting some money from those books? No. Okay, so it's time to.
No, that's already obsolete. It was human resource management. So
yeah. Okay. So it's time for you to write your own book.
My own book. Yeah.
Your own
Thank
book,
you.
Your own coaching material. The Power Mastermind is going to really help you, love. It's going to really help you. I'm delighted that you signed up. Yes. So I can't wait to see you on the week of the 22nd. Okay, darling?
Thank you.
If you text me afterwards, I'll send you these photos.
No, if you tell me the numbers,
you
have the cards.
Okay, 18 and 44.
44, and it was Zadkiel with the boundaries.
Yeah, and that's 18 as well. Isn't that interesting? There you go. Thank you, Chilla. Lovely question, love. I've got to keep going. So who's next? Who has a question? Alenka, do you want to just unmute yourself, love? Just take your mic off and let's go.
Hi, I have written the question in already. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I should be, or I want to travel by the end of this month, but my finance is not at that point that I could travel right now. And I don't know, should I go or not?
Okay. So if the money was there, you'd go.
Yeah.
And will it put you into dire financial stress if you go? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's God. Okay, there's two ways I can answer this question. And the first is a story. And so they're both equally, just listen and, you know, take which one neither is right, neither is wrong. So about, I don't know how old my kids are now, about 10 years ago, I'd say. Emily's 12 now, so she was only a baby. No, it's probably, maybe I didn't even have Emily. It could have been Noah, that was a baby. I don't know. Anyway, around 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I got an invitation from a coach that I was working with at the time. Said to me, here's a free ticket to go to an event in Birmingham called Ignite. It's for women entrepreneurs. And I was just in the early stages of my business. I had no money. I was on the dole and I was trying to build this business part-time. I had babies, so I had very little time, and I was working part-time. So I had some little bit of dole for a couple of days a week. I was working a couple of days a week. I was building my business. So I was really juggling and struggling. And I did not have the money in the bank to go to that event. But there was an absolute yes in every fiber of my being. It was an absolute 100, 300% yes. So I just got out the credit card and I booked it. I booked the hotel, I booked the flights, and literally a friend walked in as I was booking it and she said, I'm coming with you. So we went together. And it was one of the most life-changing events that I have ever experienced. I stayed in the Hilton. The room number I got was 111, 111. I ate on the credit card. I'm not fucking recommending this. I'm just telling you the story. It was life-changing. I met my first second coach there. And she signed up for her program, didn't have the money for that either, signed up on the credit card. So I'm not, this is how I started in my business. I did not have the money and I jumped because it was a 100% yes. It did cause financial stress. It did cause stress in my marriage, in my relationship, because I just was like, I'm fucking going, even though we had no money. So it caused stress in our relationship. And it was a complete risk. So where I am like, well, let's do it. My husband is, let's look at everything first before we jump. Both are really good. You know, both have their advantages and disadvantages. So I did it. It was life-changing. I didn't have the money. I went through that program for a year, 2 years, I think. And then I signed up to the next level. And I didn't have, that was 10,000 euro was the next level to work with this coach. And I did not have the money. And I rang her assistant and I was like, I just don't have the money. I haven't got it. I haven't made enough money to justify that. So she said, okay, no problem. Off you go. Come back to me when you're ready to jump. The next morning I jumped out of fucking bed and was like, I have to be on that program. There's no, I have to be in that program. So I went from, I can't afford it to how can I afford it? So I said, okay, if there's a way, show me the way. So I started to sell things. I got all my books, I got my Oracle cards. I had to get 2,000 euro to join, as a deposit to join. I sold Oracle cards. I created a package and went online and sold it. Said, look, you can book 3 sessions with me for 150 euro. At the time, it was about 60 quid or something to book a session with me. So it was 3 sessions for 150 quid. And I was like, okay, show me, where's the money? So the money was coming in, trickling in. And then I went to the credit union and I got a loan for the rest of the money. I didn't think they would give it to me. I applied, they did. I got the loan to sign up for that program. And the rest is history. You know, it really started me off on the path to entrepreneurship. Now, would I do it again? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I had another dilemma. I had booked to go to the Camino. Literally, I should be walking the Camino now this week. And I sat down last week, literally, and just for a couple of hours, just sat down with my angel cards and really looked. I got a piece of paper. I did the pros and cons of staying or going. And I looked at the cost of me going, the actual cost. So it was maybe about 1,200 on a budget to go for a week. And I could probably go cheaper, but I was like being generous. But I looked at the hidden cost. And the hidden cost is that I have just finished the Angel Cafe. I'm in with a new audience, and this is the perfect time to launch a new program. So if I go now, like fast forward 10 years in business when I had no money, the most I've made in a month is 22,000 euro. So there's a lot of money I can make in a launch. So if I go to the Camino for a week, 10 days, although it will cost me 1,200 to go, there's a potential of me losing 20,000 euro. So there's hidden costs in that. So I had to sit and look at that and go, is it worth it? And it's not, because the money that I would make this month by being fully focused on here is going to pay for my expenses for the next 6 months in business. Pays for my team, pays for my taxes, pays for my salary, pays everything that keeps this machine moving. So I had to make a decision. That was a very practical decision, looking at, okay, what are all of the costs? And of course I was disappointed that I couldn't go, but I had to reframe it for myself and say, okay, what's important to me right now? It's financial security, it's stability, it's knowing that I have a salary, it's building this new thing that I don't want to put off for another month. This feels like the time to start it. And I'm just going to postpone the Camino. I'm going to do it next year. The Camino is always there. You know, there's going to be another, I can do it every year for the rest of my life if I want. And the beauty of it is I can choose the time. So, and I can make sure that it's not going to coincide with a big launch. I couldn't even bring a computer with me. It's like I'd be offline for 10 days. So it just didn't make sense to me right now. So deep breaths, Alenka. It really is about you tuning in and making the best decision for you right now. There is no right, there is no wrong. No decision that you make, ultimately it will all come right. It will all come right, either one. There are two beautiful cards that have come out. One is Raziel, you hold wisdom and gifts of many lifetimes. So I do think that this event, even whether you go or don't go, the event and considering it is igniting something in you. And this is a skill that you learned in past lives. And that so it could be speaking, it could be, I don't know what the event is about, but it's something about this event is igniting something in you. And the good news about that is that you're not going to start from zero. It's already in you, this gift, and it's just being, the flames are just being fanned a little bit. So whether you go or not, it's already been ignited. Okay, obviously, if you put yourself in a room with people, you know, it can accelerate your growth. The other card that's come through is Archangel Zadkiel. A tsunami of abundance is coming your way. So it's and I'm just going to say, nothing beats being in a room. If this event is going to make you money, and you can really feel into that and see that this is going to make you money, whether that's through the networking, then I would say it's a very good idea to go. But I want to assure you that whatever decision you make, there's money coming. So it might be a month more, it might be a month less, but there's money coming. This is a tsunami of abundance. So, and I want to reflect back to you. I see you 6 months from now. You are looking at you in you're not seeing all of your gifts. So when I see you on the Angel Cafe, I see a fucking rock star, amazing, so many gifts, like so much to share. You made such an impact on the people that you spoke to. I watched your talk twice because I thought it was so amazing. The information that you shared was, some of it was completely new. I haven't heard it ever before, especially around the spleen and all of that, and how you shared it and sharing your own stories. You have so much to give. So you are on the verge. If you go to this event, it will have an impact. But if you don't go, it will have an impact. There's already something shifting and changing. And the money is coming. So this, whatever it looks like now at the moment, things are changing, things are shifting. So I would just follow the little breadcrumbs that are there for you. I would sit down and do a full practical analysis of the situation and say, right, risk analysis. What is, if I do spend this money, and how quickly can I recover it? Or do the opposite and say, okay, if I don't go, what's the next opportunity, and what do I need to get there, and what can I sell to fucking get there? Or you can say, what can I sell right now to make that money so that I'm not putting myself and my family under any risk or strain? So you could literally fucking offer. I had a client that made €1,000 in 24 hours because he wanted to join one of my programs. He followed the script I gave him, which was reach out to all of your audience and tell them prices are going up. As a valued customer, you get it at the current price. Here's the link. Book 3 sessions with me. He sold 5 $199 sessions. They were packages, 3 sessions each, and he made $997, and he was able to join the Abundant Heart program. Literally overnight, just from. So the money is there if you want to. Mm-hmm. So it's more about you stepping into being more empowered about it. So I'm giving you the reversion of you in 6 months' time. So I hope you're feeling it. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling the activation in my cells. It's coming. You need to trust that. And
I am doing something on this. I am developing my own because I have Self-Face Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, EFT tapping, and everything that I already know, and I want to combine it in one not practice, but I want to have a Facebook community for women that will be charged. They will pay for, but it will be, I don't know, €44 per month or something like that, and then Facebook community for women. So yeah, and I'm doing a lot of things on that, and I also got a mentorship paid by government for 4 months. So
okay, it's happening.
Something about it. Mm-hmm. And thank you. You just made me cry. And 2 times a butterfly came around when you were talking.
Oh, that's my power animal. Yeah, love it. Love it. And you know what? The Abundant Heart is the program I normally recommend. It's usually $197 a month or $997. You can get it for free in the Power Mastermind if you want it. It's there until the 22nd of this month. You can get it for £44. So consider it. Sell something and jump in for a month. and you get the fucking program. You get everything. Like, so really consider it. You know, that might help and support you. That's what it's for, to help you to create a package that's unique to you, and build an audience to sell it to. Okay, my darling, what a great question. Love
Thank
it. Now, who else? Can somebody pop in that? I'm gonna actually jump to where am I? Can you see my screen, everybody? Can everybody see my screen? Yeah. So this is the Abundant, so it's at Abundant Heart. AishlingMooney.com/power. 1 installment, which is a crazy amount, $397, or 44, cancel whenever you want. There are 44 places, there are 9 places gone. And the first 10 to sign up for the year, there are only 6 places left for the year. And I just want to quickly go down here and just show you, oh, where did I go with that? I'm going to quickly, that's the VIP option down there, if you want to sign up for. Here we go. So this is what's in it. This is what's inside Spiritual Business Power Mastermind. 2 calls a month, your own platform, private Facebook community, mastermind, masterclass twice a year, and full access to the Power Vault, Biz and Life. What's in the vault? All of my fucking incredible programs, life and biz programs. The Abundant Heart, Heart Center Sales. This was a VIP program. 365 marketing to help you to plan out, map out your marketing for a year. How to do a webinar that sells. And Spiritual Business Breakthrough. That was a live event that I held online and in person. And then all of my life courses. And that whole thing is 3,500. The whole package altogether is 10,000. So, and you're getting it for 44 quid. So I rest my case. If you have any questions about that, or you have any questions, just send me a PM even later on. And welcome to everybody that has already joined. Cuckoo. Okay, my darling. So who's next? Who's next? Who has a question? Who has a question?
I have posted mine, Aishling.
Hello. Hi, pretty. How are you? Gorgeous.
Okay, darling. Thank you. I think Tracy has posted, but I'm happy for Tracy to go.
No,
If-
go ahead. Go ahead. And Tracy, I'll come to you then next. So go ahead. So
I have posted. So I am big procrastinator, and I have been working to get my business off the road, but going through a lot of cross questions. I'm working with a couple of coaches, which I don't think, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think they were right for me at this point in time, but I think I needed to kind of go with them because I need to work on my confidence, my self-confidence, and my spiritual journey. I know I'm on a spiritual journey. I've had this awakening in the last 4 to 5 months, and I know that this online business for parents, for children 11 to 16-year-old is where I need to be. But,
okay, so what do you need help with today?
So I need to know whether my business is going to work, whether I'm on the right road, and whether what my next steps are.
Okay, so your business is working with children age 11 to 16, and it's teaching them self-confidence, self-esteem, and stuff like that, is it? Is that right?
Yeah.
So the answer is yes, it's a business that can work. The only thing that I've seen with a few clients over the years that have had businesses that are for children is that there's a slight difference in who your target audience is, in that your target audience is always the one that's paying you. So although it looks like your target audience is children, 11 to 16, and you're actually going to be speaking to the parents, because they're going to be the ones that are paying for your support, your coaching, your programs, your packages.
Yeah.
So you just need to tweak your marketing and your promotional stuff towards the parents. So it's like talking about the things that they're struggling with. So are your kids finding it difficult to make friends? Are they acting up at home? Are they being bullied? Is this affecting their schoolwork? Are they shy in class and they're not putting their hands up? So instead of speaking directly to the kids, you're speaking to the parents. And when you're sharing your packages or programs, you're naming the struggles, the things that people are struggling with, about 20% of the time. And the other 80%, you're naming the transformation. So you're talking about what will happen when your kid signs up and gets the support with me. What will be the transformation? So some ways you can actually write that. So you can write it from your experience. But another brilliant way is through testimonials, where you actually have testimonials on your webpage.
There will be content, so there will be. So I'm looking to get like online content. So there will be services, but what I'm struggling with is that getting my head around how I actually get that, offer that, how I offer it, and whether the packages that I give them, whether they're the services that I offer to them, because there will be online content, there will be one-to-one coaching with counselors, and those will be services that I will be offering to them. And also it's like the cash flow side of things, because finances and me, they just don't go hand in hand. I'm getting so what do you call it, it's like stop start, and I'm questioning myself every point of the way that I'm doing it.
So it's okay to have a big dream and a big vision for where you want to go with your business. So I want all of the packages, I want an online platform, I want one-to-ones, and it's okay to have this big dream of what you want. But you need to start with one, and you need to start with one paying client for that thing. So until you have a paying client, you don't have a business.
Yeah.
So one way to get paying clients, and I've tested this with numerous clients over the last 10 years. It's like, give a discount. I'm doing it with the Power Mastermind. Give an incredible discount. I don't like pro bono work for free. I did it myself when I was doing my NLP practitioner, 30 hours of free work. I don't like that. But I think you can do discounted work. So you can say to people, I'm testing out this new thing. The aim is to give your kids confidence, to support them in their schoolwork, make friends, whatever it is that your goal is of this program. And I want to work with 10 people. So instead of €100 a session, for the next 10 people, it's going to be 50 or 40. But you've got to book now. It's first come, first served. So you could even do 30, like give a ridiculous discount. And I've tested this with people, with clients. I've said, go and get your first 30 clients at a discount. Start with 10. When you fill those 10 places, offer another 10. When you fill those 10 places, offer another 10. And get your 30. And what that 30 sessions will give you, you actually get paid. So it doesn't really matter the amount right now, but the fact that somebody will put their credit card or their PayPal link and will actually physically pay you, that transaction is so valuable for your self-confidence. So you'll get paid. So you'll get used to being paid for your work. That's so useful, helpful. And you get practice. And with that practice, you start to see patterns and you start to get results and you start to see, okay, I can really help these clients, but these clients, maybe they're kids with extra special needs. They seem to be coming to me. They're not the ones that I'm here to serve. That's for somebody more specialized. I don't know. I'm just making this up. But I'm saying those 10 sessions, 20 sessions, 30 sessions give you information that is gold. And the final thing that they give you is testimonials. So you have real life people giving you their words of the transformation that you provided. And if you've got that, you've got a business. And at the moment, you're overthinking it. You're telling yourself stories, I'm procrastinating and I'm this and I'm that. You're just overthinking it and you're a little bit stuck and you're a little bit scared. Because when you do that first step and get that first sale, you're in business. And it's like, oh shit. Now I have to deliver. Now I have to deliver something. Now I hope this works. So it's so that's what I would say to you. The two cards that have come up is cleanse and detoxify. So there's just a little bit of clearing that you need to do personally. There's a few beliefs there that you just need to just give a little bit of a detox for yourself. If I was you, I would take the Backflower Remedy Larch for confidence, because usually what we teach, we need. So I would be taking that 2 drops 4 times a day for the next 21 days and just really give you the
back. Yeah, I do have the flower essences. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so use Larch.
Larch, okay. I've not got that one. Okay.
Take Larch. It's for confidence. It's
right,
for the attitude. Larch gives you an I can do it.
Right, okay.
So it's not even procrastination. It's just a little bit of lack of confidence in you because you haven't had that first sale.
Yeah.
You know? And where my mom used to say, when looking for shoes, can't find me shoes, where there's one, there's two. And where there's two, there's three, and there's three, there's four. So it's that one sale is the gold. And if you can get somebody to fucking pay you anything to get started, that can be enough too. And this beautiful card, one of my favorites in the deck, Archangel Metatron, you are a spiritual teacher and healer. And if you look at this, she is a fucking rock star.
Wow.
Like, she is not wishy-washy. She's not, I don't know who I'm here. She's not, I'm procrastinating. She's not making up any stories. She's just like, I fucking know the work I'm meant to do. I know that I can help people. I know that I can help these kids. And I know that I can change these parents' life through their kids. And I'm ready for it.
That is my goal. That is my mission. And that's beautiful. Yeah.
So there you go, my darling.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Power is there if you want it, love. Okay? It is there. Did I put that link in again? I think I forgot.
Could you send me those cards at some point?
Yes, if you message me, so it's number 37 and 17. If you message me with those numbers, I'll
37 and
17.
17. Thank you.
So who's next? Who would like a card support in your business? Oh, I think it was Tracy was next, wasn't it? Tracy? Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Aishling.
Hello, me darling. How are you?
Hi, I'm completely confused, Aishling, because I don't have a business and my question wasn't relating to business or finance. So I'm happy to just listen along. It wasn't
what was your question?
Oh, my question is completely, it's in relation to grief. That I'm on a completely different path. Sorry.
What's your question?
Just, is there any guidance? Maybe am I on the right path? I'm grieving the last 8 years and just finding it extremely difficult.
Okay. And are you okay to share what happened, or
yeah, my brother, I lost my brother, my only sibling, 8 years ago in an accident.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about this, Aishling.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, listen. I gave this advice to a client, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday or the day before, I was talking to a client and we were talking about grief. There's a wonderful book. I cannot remember the author's name, but I will never forget the title. She's an Irish author. And the book is called Shite, Thanks for Asking. And it's a book about grief and how she coped. I think it was her brother. And there was 2 deaths that were very close together. And it was literally her journey in the first year or 2. And she wrote a book. And it's just, she's an amazing writer. And it just really, it's so honest and raw. So I'd love you to get that book. If you want to message me afterwards, if you can't find it, I'll find the link and I'll send it to you. But I actually had this conversation with at least 2 clients this week. So it's a pattern that has been reoccurring this week. This is something else I'm going to talk about now. And it's let me think how to so these clients that came to me were stuck in healing, literally stuck in healing, and couldn't seem to step out of this tears and emotion and grief and trauma. From it wasn't even passing of a loved one, there was other stuff, but they were stuck in this grief over and over and over again. And the advice that I gave them, and I don't usually talk about this stuff because it can be misconstrued, so take it lightly what I'm saying to you. There are dark forces in the world. We all know, if you just fucking read the newspaper, you'll see it, that are delighted when we as light workers are stuck in our own shit and going around and around and around in circles and not shining our light really in the world and doing the work that we're here to do. That is about making an impact, making a difference, and sharing your healing work. So there is there comes a moment when we have to look at the situation that we're in and we have to ask ourselves, is this blocking me from achieving from walking my life purpose? And I know we haven't met before, and I don't know your story, and so I don't want to, be pushing too much. And I hope that this is supporting you in some way. But the cards that have come through is Archangel Metatron. Metatron is here for leaders and light workers. So you're telling me that you don't have a spiritual business, but the cards are telling me that you do. So it might not be here yet in the world. Maybe it's in 6 months, maybe it's in 12 months. I wouldn't suggest that you join Power for for the business courses right now, I'd say join for just to get your hands on the spiritual resources, you know, the Transform with Angels course or whatever, or you can buy them separately if you want, and you can get started with any of them. Or you can just go and get the free resources on the website, aishlingmooney.com/free. There's some free resources there. You can use a 7-day toolbox with 7 different meditations. But there is you do have a spiritual calling. You are a light worker, and you're here to heal and to change the world and to make a big impact. This card is own the stage and share your wisdom. So that could be as simple as your story, like that book that I spoke about, where that woman just shared raw and honest her story of how she, not that she got over the grief. I don't think it's ever something that you get over. I think it's something that you learn to manage and to walk with. You know, you learn to walk with it like a friend. It never leaves you. You are changed. You're a changed person after grief, depending on how close that person is to you. We are all changed. So it's, oh, thanks a million, Patrick. Patrick just put in Angie Dixon.
Oh, thank you.
But this, at the moment, this grief is stopping you.
Yeah.
And what I want to ask you, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. It can't happen instantly, but I'm not saying it has to. But I'm just asking you, are you willing? Are you willing to move on from this?
Yeah.
If there was a way.
Yeah, so the word stuck, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, stuck. Yeah.
So I want you to go and get yourself a flower essence called Star of Bethlehem.
Yeah.
And Star of Bethlehem is trauma is like icicles in our system. It's like icicles. It's stuck, it's paralysis, it's frozen. So when we experience any sort of trauma, whether that's through grief or childhood experiences or any experiences, and it's any traumatic experiences, it freezes. That's trauma. That's my understanding of it anyway. I'm sure there's other people here that have even more of an understanding of it. And if you want to add any information in the comments, please do, to support me and Tracy in this. Star of Bethlehem melts the icicles, and it allows the trauma to move through you. So it's like water, it's emotion. Emotion are in motion. So trauma freezes that emotion. And Star of Bethlehem is like the Archangel Azrael. It's the comforter, it's the soother, and it just melts and dissolves that icicle, that trauma, so that it can move through you more quickly. So I would love you to get the book. You can probably get it in the library even if you don't want to buy it. Yeah. And get the Backflower Essence, Star of Bethlehem, and start with that for 21 days. And then keep in touch and send me a PM and let me know how you are. And I'm sending you loads and loads of love. And
oh, thanks so much. I'm sorry I didn't mean for all this to come up. I'm really sorry. I was just, when you started talking about business, I went, oh God.
Did you get what you needed?
Yeah.
There you go.
Very interesting.
And what's happening is you're a light worker. So it might not be right now, but it could be in 6 months. You might be coming back. But I think we just need to resolve this now. So do what I'm saying to you. Get the book and take Star of Bethlehem for 6 months. 2-3 drops, 7 times a day for you for 21 days. They're little bottles, Backflower Remedy essences. And sorry, there's one more piece coming in before I leave this and move on to somebody else. There's to go to a holy place, whatever you I went to a sanctuary here. I have a great belief in Mother Mary, so she's my go-to Queen of Angels. So that's where I go when I'm in trouble, or that's who I call on. So find a place that resonates with you and make an offering. Have a conversation, make an offering, light a candle, make a donation to the church, and speak to whoever it is that's your saint, man or woman, whatever it is out there that you resonate with, and just ask them to release you of this burden. Okay, and just make an offering this month if you can. Go somewhere and make an offering. Okay, and I think that will really help as well.
Thanks
Okay.
so much. Yeah, can I just get the numbers of the cards, Aishling, please?
10 and 19.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Some lovely messages in the comments for you. So have a look.
Thanks so much. Thanks for listening. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Great question, love. Okay, who's next? Who's next? I'm here for another 10, 15 minutes if you want. Who has a question? Just unmute yourself. I'm going to plug in. Who has a question? Do you want some help with your spiritual business? Mary.
No, I don't have a direct question. I'll see it on Friday morning.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, if we get through the school traffic, what a time you go picking, 9 o'clock in the
Oh, I
morning.
didn't think it. I just arrived. I'm traveling from 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know. Okay. Just if there's any delays, but I will see on Friday morning. And I haven't signed up yet, just checking on cash flow. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But I will at the weekend.
Brilliant.
What else was I going to? So definitely, yeah, I'll be there. I guess I'm kind of settling into it, Trench. What I was doing was, and I was telling you, I was dreaming about you. But you know, you know, this time of the year coming in September, when you're kind of sitting down, you're getting ready for the next year, and you're harvesting everything you've done for last year, and you're looking at where you're going for the next year. And I guess what I was thinking of in terms of was the team. You mentioned sort of like having your team, your 3 people. So what I was looking at where I want to go with my business next year, as you know, John will be gone 2 years now this year. So that's what I was saying to Tracy, that I know grief, I know where she's going, and 8 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Be carrying that. And yeah, so what I was actually thinking of was, because you know this time of the year, everybody's thrown in offering courses and coaches, and it's coming from all angles and all prices and the whole lot. So I was sitting down doing some work, thinking about what was my team going to be for this year, who was I going to work with, or what was going to keep me in. And that's where you came up, and that's why I had said it was a no-brainer. And where Priya was pretty, lovely name, isn't it? Pretty.
Yeah.
Talking. It really is. I think part of it is being in a group of like-minded and being around people who have your back, because a lot of the bigger coaches and a lot of them there, you're just a number to them.
Yeah.
You're just, you know what I mean? You're not getting this personal. Nobody has any skin in the game except take your money. So what Aishling is offering is an opportunity for people to talk to one another, have one another's back, say, yes, you're doing okay, you know, or change this, tweak that, whatever it is. And it's not done from, I don't know, from a top down. It's done in a nicer, what's the what I'm looking for? It's looking in a
community,
in an energy that's a healing energy, because they're all healers who are in the group. So it makes a complete difference than signing up. I mean, some of the stuff that's coming across our laptops is crazy. So yeah, so that's what it was when it came down to the team. So what I've been doing is studying your movements.
Woohoo! Good girl.
Studying what you've been doing about putting out for this. You know, I think you've been on 3 times this week, 4 times this week. And I'm just watching that, and even your sales page and everything else.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't really know if I have a question. I just got my first year shamanic practitioner, shamanic course, and I'm going in to do trauma now for the third year. We'll be doing that. So that piece of study is there.
Amazing,
and
Mary.
then
Well
working, yeah, and then working again with with Aishling this year to just to push things over the line, I guess is what I'm saying to you. You know, because you can get into overwhelm with too many things going on and too many people and trying to do DIY. And sometimes you just need somebody to say, yeah, that's fine, that's perfect, go with that.
Yeah.
And get it out there. And you know what I mean? And I think that's the power of you know, the size of the group that you're hoping to put together is much more realistic in terms of everybody getting up, you know, than some of the Americans coming in. But so I guess what I'm looking for is just to see if they've got anything in the cards there, just in terms of a direction. I mean, I'm quite, I kind of know exactly what I want to do now for this year, and I'm feeling much more confident in it, in what I want to do.
Okay.
So, is there anything or should be watching, I suppose? Okay.
So, oh, we have somebody coming in now. Okay, so there's two cards have come up. One is Archangel Azrael. It's time to see through the illusion.
Yeah, that's
and the other is Archangel Samuel. You are a master manifester, and it's very much the pink that you're wearing, your nails, your beautiful top there. And I'll just riff on it for a second, and then hopefully I have time for, I think, Patrick, you have a question then, so I'll go to you then after, and then we'll wrap up the session. But this work that you're bringing through, and this work that you're doing, this journey that you've been on, it's all on the verge. It's all meeting. And there's you will, by Christmas, so I would say by the end of November,
right,
things will, there's going to be some clarity. There's going to be like an aha moment, like, okay, oh, this is why I've been doing all this stuff. This is really what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to teach. And from that place, I think the books are going to start flowing, Mary. You don't necessarily have to write them yourself. So it could be working with a ghostwriter. It could be working with somebody that you literally speak, give the stuff to them, and they edit and put it into a book for you. So I see like a waterfall, a massive flow of creativity. So it's like you've been healing, and now it's all, and learning, and now it's all coming together, and there's going to be a massive amount of productivity that's going to be initiated very, very soon in the next 2-3 months, and it's going to give you massive confidence in your work, because people are going to get results, and it's going to include the grief work, healing trauma, all of it, all of the you know, for anyone that hasn't got the book Phoenix Rising yet, Mary's story is in that, and it's an incredible story of 70s living in a hippie, as a hippie. Amazing story in there. But it's yeah, I can literally hear in my ears rushing water. So it's like, you know, it's like, you know, one of those wild rapids. There's literally a waterfall. There's so much. So I can feel that there's a burst of creativity, productivity going to happen very, very soon. So you might find yourself resting. You're still learning a little bit, but there will be big bouts of rest and quiet time. You're in reflection mode, and it's like that down period before the quiet before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say from the end of November, this December is going to mark a huge year of massive productivity for you, creativity, lots of stuff coming out into the universe.
Right.
Okay.
Great. Yep. You better get on to Patrick's there before you run out of time.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks
Mary.
for that. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Friday, love. Patrick, how are you? Do you want to?
Hello, Aishling, and I'm Mary. Thank you for that. Sorry, I had to take off, get a sandwich for a
Have a
typing.
sample.
Always on the go. Yeah. So, just like Nick, just went and done it. So I have.
You're in the program. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm in the program. Absolutely. It's your story at the very start, and you talked about going off and just feeling from your heart and booking it anyway, and things will work out with the credit card and stuff. I'm very similar to that now. So I have paid for a therapy bed that's in the post.
Mm-hmm.
One of the mentors I have in London that does channeling with me, taught me how to channel, has asked me to go to London to teach 10 people Rahani.
Mm-hmm.
No money for the flights, no money for anything. But I just know it's meant to be, if you know what I mean. It'll work out. So I'm putting myself out there and doing the business courses to start my own business, getting all these boxes ticked off to get support from everybody that I can. So what I'm really looking for is how do I put it? I don't want to be overstretching myself and like saying, okay, just keep using my credit card.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, that's not the way I want to be going. So I don't know what guidance I need really.
So you want to start making money quick?
Yeah.
Because there's one thing about, okay, I'm going to put this on the credit card and go for it, but that
you have to pay for the credit card.
That doesn't that's a temporary solution.
Yeah.
It needs to start bringing in. You need to start paid back now. So okay, so just taking a couple of things. So one is this thing that you're doing, this teaching. There has to be some exchange.
Oh, there is.
So okay, so you're getting something from it.
Yeah, like that they'll pay for there's Itchy and Scratchy. So I pay for the flights and then they're paying me for everything else after that. So like I pay the money up front and then they'll pay afterwards. So it's
okay, so you will get paid for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's as Archangel Michael's been kicking me backside, to be honest with you, Aishling, he's telling me, get yourself out there. Get yourself out there. So that's what I'm saying, like you hard to go out and say, I'm trying to say not no and say yes and see where it happens. And I've booked in, I'm meeting a lady now at 5:30 just to book my name into a treatment room so I can hire the treatment room for a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting myself out there. I just don't want to let me leave myself stretched out where I just want guidance to make sure I'm doing the right thing, I guess.
Okay. So the money that you've put on the card needs to come from this event. It needs to be able to pay that back. That's just nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the next time you do it, you just raise the price a little bit to add in the cost of flights and food or whatever else you're going to need. Yeah. So you just add that in so that your expenses are covered within the payment, whatever the cost of the thing is. So that's going forward. So the treatment room. So just book it for a day and fill it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Use the what I said to Pretty. Get your first 10 like, I don't know what you could do in a day. 8, maybe could you do in a day? I know that would be a lot now. 6.
I need a treatment after it myself.
Yeah. What could you do? Many could you do?
In a day.
My limit a week is 6 a week. I can only do 6 sessions, 1-to-1 a week.
Yeah, I'll probably do 4 a day with my
Okay, and
image.
how much would they pay?
Let's see how that goes. 35.
Oh Jesus. For a session.
Yeah.
So, and how much is the room?
30 for the day.
Okay. So 1/4,
She's
35 by 4.
What?
Okay. So this is okay as a practice. This is okay for you to get clients and doing your thing and get 4 testimonials. So that's okay. But that wouldn't be a business model that I'd be recommending going forward.
Yeah.
So I would say go for it and just, you know, you're going to cover your expenses, you're going to make a little bit, and you're going to have 4 testimonials at the end of the day. So I would say that's the exchange. But then the next time you seriously have to look at raising your prices. You have to start incrementally raising your prices. And another thing is, let's say 4 people, how many hours would that be?
45 minutes a session, I'm thinking.
Okay, so 4 hours, let's just say.
4 hours, 4 hours.
So if you had a group of people, 20 people in a room, paying you €35 for 2 hours, 3-hour session, Saturday morning. So 35 multiplied by 20 is €700 for the same 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
You can do that on your head. Patrick, you could do that on your head.
It's a no-brainer.
You know, €55 by 10 people is €550. Let's take £100 off for the room hire and maybe a cup of tea, or, you know, paying for your lunch or whatever during the day. Your transport there if you need a petrol or whatever. So take £100 off, and by 50 you've made $450. Take off your taxes and whatever, blah blah blah. Won't even go into that, but you're looking about £300 profit from that day. And it's the same 4 hours with 10 people
in one room.
So I would say go with this treatment room thing, because it's the next step. So you're being called to do it, but realize, okay, now I need to be thinking, how can I, so I used to have people come every single week and pay me €15 a week when I was doing live classes in the evenings, 2 hours. And I realized, hang on a minute, if I just have a 1-day retreat and charge them 97 and I can get 20 in the room, that's €1,000. And it's way less work than 10 weeks, which is the same.
Yeah.
So both were good, and both were good experience for me to have. But it really, you know, you really just, as you grow in your business, I mean, as I was saying to Pretty, you need to just start getting those first clients in, paying you the money. So you're on that trajectory. You're going traveling, you're going to be teaching people, you're going to get paid for that. You're going to do this treatment room, you're going to get paid for that. And then the next step is, let's host an event. Could I find a venue, a nice, beautiful hotel, £70 to hire a really nice room in a hotel, and get 10 people in there paying me £97 or 55 or whatever it is. I don't know, you know, we can play around with numbers. And just teach them, do a meditation, do a shamanic activity, tell them to get them into pairs and get them to do an oracle card with each other.
Yeah.
Have a cup of tea somewhere in the middle. You'd easily fill 3-4 hours.
Okay. So put a package together.
Abundant Heart, if you haven't already started, that will help you create your first program. You can use that to create a live event. You can use it to create an online package. You can use that VIP package, low package, whatever. You can use it for that, wherever you want. It'll help you with your marketing, with sales pages and everything.
Brilliant.
So, okay.
God bless you.
Quick on the cards, realize your worth. You are enough. Couldn't do it better myself. And Archangel Raziel, time to let go of the past. So this is you after a load of shit. A real fucking shit few years. But this guy is smiling and he's standing in victory pose and he's at the end of the path. So the path is behind him. So he's like, I did it. Fucking did it. I've come out the other end of this and I'm smiling. And this is you and it's your time. So keep going. Eyes on the prize. Straight ahead. No looking back. Forget about it. The past is over. Just
exactly.
Okay,
Lovely, Aishling. Thank you. That's beautiful.
If you want these cards afterwards, they're 21 and 31. So just message me afterwards and I'll give them to you.
And definitely raise your prices, because even in Eastern Europe is usually 40 euro per 50 minutes.
Right.
And our prices are lower than Western Europe.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I will.
Love it. Thank you, Chilla. Thank you so much, darling.
I'll raise them now.
I was thinking so much about my prices because, of course, here prices are lower. But if I work in English, I usually work with people from the States, from Western Europe. And I said, no, this is what I think my session worth. And I don't care the prices in my own country. Okay. I don't know if it's going to work. In my previous business, it was okay, but I wasn't very good at marketing and sales.
Brilliant. Thank you, Chilla. Thank you for that, my darling. Raise your prices, Patrick. So I think the Abundant Heart will help you in that. There's a whole module on divine pricing. So you can go in and listen. That will start to get your mind working. And that is it. Tracy asked me, are my cards, where are they? My cards. If you go to my website, I think it's ashlingmooney.com/oracle or cards, I'm not sure. You can put your name down on it and there's a wait list. And when I get to 500 on the wait list, I will order a new print run. So they're not available at the moment, but if you put your name on the list, I never send an email to that list. So you'll only get an email when I'm going to do a new print run. I'm hoping that I can do it next year sometime. Okay, that is it, my darlings. Thank you so much. What an incredible call. Looking forward to seeing some of you live in the next couple of days and online in Power in the next few weeks. And I think I really enjoyed this, so I might come back and do one maybe next week again. We'll see, but I'll be doing this every 2 weeks in Power anyway. Loads of love, my darlings.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye. Take care.